Glen. Qualifying underway for the WilHouse Industries 110 at the Glen. ButtKicker Cup Series car is part of the Sidewinder Racing League. Going to be taken to the track here very shortly, and here we are. John Curtis rolling out the 00. Cars have to take a warm-up lap. Most of them will probably cruise around to keep their tires in best shape for lap number 2. Really the first lap, but they have to go all the way around on their warm-up lap. They can go straight here if they choose. John Curtis chooses not to, takes the bus stop. Down into the carousel turn 9. Long sweeping right-hander. We'll see him make one of the 4 left turns. Down through turn 10. And into turn 11. Final right-hand corner. Heading back to the start-finish line and get his lap underway. Comes down into turn number 1. Heavy braking zone. Lots of passing opportunity there. Up one of the rumble strips. That is fair game. If you don't want the off track though, you need to be back on track by the end of those rumble strips. Up through the S's, down the straightaway. Heading into the bus stop. Consider 5, 6, 7, and 8 for your turn markers. Back down into turn 9. Fairly quick laps around Watkins Glen. For road courses, it's one of the more high-speed ones. See the 00 very out of shape coming out of the carousel. I believe we'll see that a lot in tonight's race. Makes his way down through the left-hander turn 10. And that is what a qualifying lap looks like around Watkins Glen. John Curtis headed back to the line. See where he falls in. Second, right between his teammates. Ryan Thomas, the fastest at the moment. Last week's winner out there having a good run so far on the road course. Alex Coffey, fastest in practice, only second fastest on the board at the moment. Thomas putting down a pretty good lap. We'll see if Coffey's second lap's able to take the pole back. Coffey makes his way down the long backstretch. Down in through the bus stop. Gets a little off track. We'll see if iRacing counts this lap or not. It was very close. Coming through the chicane there, got very upset over the bumps. Car got completely airborne. It's pretty wild. A little bit of off-roading, yeah. Like he was trying to be Robbie Gordon out there. Oh, big slide out of 10 and heavy into the outside wall. That's definitely going to be an off-track and contact. So Alex Coffey's first lap will be the one of record. Joe Selby gets up to P2 on his second lap. Adam Buzzio gets above Coffey as well. Buzzio jumps up to the 3rd fastest spot. And a correction, that was actually Selby's first time lap, so Selby still has another shot at Ryan Thomas's lap. He's to only pick up 400ths. See if Selby can find those 400s out there. Nice and tidy through the bus stop. We love to remind you, Selby runs on controller. So everything he does is just that much more amazing. Oh no. Oh no. Oh, no. Oh, jeez. Selby going around getting the wall contact. This lap will not count. So Selby's lap will remain the first one. Who do we have on track? Cliff Mullins heads out onto the racetrack. Race 22 Camaro. Cliff, a recent winner in the Street Stock Series. One of those Virginia short trackers. Trying to give his shot at the New York road course. Yeah, Rev, trying to control her is very difficult. You have to be so smooth. It's crazy. Mullins on his warm-up lap here, so important to get good speed out of turn 11 onto the straightaway. Cliff across the start-finish line. And here we go. Off to qualify with Cliff. Let's ride on board. Actually, that lap did count. Oh no, Cliff's going to go around and hit the wall. Cliff instantly toes, but qualifies 9th. Since Cliff has tripped the lap counter, this one won't go through. Do we have anyone to show you now? No one's on track. I'll show you Christian Darash sitting on pit road. There you go. That's what we can show you. Or if you like, Alex Coffey instead. Nobody even practicing right now, which is surprising. Figured somebody would take this opportunity to get a few extra laps in. But no, we're just going to sit on pit road. Coffee even doesn't want to sit on pit road. We'll show you Christian Darash sitting on pit road then. There you go. The only car I can show you now. Oh, Mike Edwards decided to go out on track. There we go. Thanks, Mikey. And Mikey wrecks in the S's. So much for that. I was thinking it, Rev. You said it. Still the only car on track we can show you for the next 2 minutes. This is going to be a bad wreck. Edwards destroying the race car, completely blowing the bus stop chicane. Somehow still drives. He gets to go and wreck it again. Oh, he's going to go on to the boot now. Now all we see is trees. Thanks, Mikey. There we go. Something anyway. Nope. He got DQ'd. There's the DQ. Dash apparent qualifying. Oh lord. Now nothing to show you again, as 0 cars on track. Nobody even wants to sit there and get TV time. Top 14 have all put in a lap. $11 cars not posting a time, so 25 total. Mike Edwards coming in chat with the staff. You could have at least given us something to look at for a minute, Mikey. Golly. You just start staggering the cars that do qualify so they can take up the whole time. Beautiful racetrack in New York. Your first league race was the Glen? What a brutal place to start a race. Let's see if you can watch replays. There we go. Pick up Curtis Ecker's off track. See what he did. You can look at some highlights. Does Ecker go wide here? Yep. Picked up the off track there. Borbell's showing us having a off track as well. Borbell got it through the bus stop. Bus stop is tricky. Oh man, that hurts, Jake. Yeah, it's brutal. Alright. Here we go. Time to grid. I don't have a cool fancy lineup like Clint does. Clint is the name we need to say. Alright, we got a long pace lap, so plenty of time to do our starting grid. Don't know why our scoring box is not showing. Oh, because we had a reloader theme. That would be why. Let me get this typed in. Let's see if that loads in. Beautiful. WilHouse Industries, 110 at the Glen, part of the ButtKicker Cup Series. I don't have my cool onboards because I don't normally do the Cup Series. So we'll have to do cockpits for a lot of it. But that's okay, we'll make it work. That's probably going to be our best for the starting lineup. 25 cars entered at the Glen. Let's start our starting lineup for the WilHouse Industries 110 at the Glen. You got Ryan Thomas on pole in the 40 Bojangles Toyota, last week's winner. Got that momentum going for him. Joe Selby on controller in the Miller Genuine Draft 49 machine right beside. Second row, Adam Buzzio in the 5 Ideal Lease Chevy alongside Alex Coffey's CNC Esports Toyota. John Curtis in the WilHouse Industries 00 starts in the 5th spot. Marcus Miller, the number 10 Sonic Toyota, rolls off in 6th. Stephen Borbell, the Dallas Stars Ford, starts in 7th. Nigel Christensen, the Corridor Toyota, starts in 8th. Cliff Mullins, Race 22 Chevrolet, starts in 9th. Jeremy Scherer, Buds Chevrolet, starts in 10th. Chris Isaac, the Genesis Chevy, starts in 11th. Christian Darash, Amazon Ford Mustang, starts in 12th. Curtis Ecker in the Curtis Ecker Chevrolet starts in 13th. Sal Canizzo Hooters Chevy starts 14th. Blake Giglio gridded as 15th. JR Deal 16th. Then Blake Roebuck starting from the pits in 17th. A lot of people throwing me curveballs here. Jimmy Kubanic in the 77 starts 18th. Jeremy Clapper Newell in the 21 19th. Jonathan Ledger starts 20th in the 28 Mustang Dodge. And you got Mike Edwards 21st in the 14 let's just call it the Fort Worth Screen Esports Ford. Mike Thomas, number 1 Chevy, starts 22nd. Ethan Evers, Elite Performance Industries Toyota, rolls off 23rd. Scott Elston normally a Traxxas car. Let's check it out. Yeah, I got Traxxas on the side. There we go. Scott Elston's Traxxas Toyota starts 24th. Zach Marterson not gridded up. Again, Blake Roebuck starting from the pits. Don't see Blake Giglio or JR Deal. So far in the Cup Series, we've had 5 races and 5 different winners. See if that trend continues today or if we get our first repeat winner. This race kicks off the second half of the season for the Cup Series. Second half of the regular season. 10 races to make the playoffs and a 5-race playoff. Drivers win and you are in as long as you make enough starts. I believe JR Deal said real life happened and he won't be able to make the race, so one less car being able to grid. Not sure what's going on with Blake Giglio. Racing, welcome, thank you for the follow. Pace car dives on off. We are getting set for the start. Ryan Thomas, control car in the 40, going to lead us to the green. And we are underway. WilHouse Industries 110 at the Glen. Local yellows only until our stage break at lap 15. So far, people are making it through. Got a few reports of some crashing. Let's see what we can find. Looks like people just locking up the brakes, going deep. Sal Canizzo, I think, is around. That was the 77. Jimmy Kubanik also up against the wall. See what happens to Jimmy here. It's like him and Ecker make contact. Ecker coming out wide, gets into the 77. They both go around. And that was what happened there. Joe Selby goes around. That's second place. Second place qualifier. Loses it in the bus stop. Smacks the right side into the Armco barrier. Ryan Thomas, still your leader. Adam Buzzio's found his way to second place after that chaotic start. Alex Coffey's off track in the background. Buzzio all the way to the bottom. Allows Curtis by. John Curtis back up to second. Adam Buzzio third. Stephen Borbell fourth. Cliff Mullins finds himself fifth. Nigel Christensen sixth after that first lap. Jeremy Scher seventh. Joe Selby getting by for seventh, trying to work his way back up after his mistake on lap one. Scher back to eighth now. Chris Isaacs ninth spot. Mike Edwards in 10th. Alex Coffey falling all the way to 11th. Got some front end damage to that 7 and back end damage. Quite a lot has happened to that 7 machine. Other things have settled out. Let's see if we can try to find what happened to Curtis. Uh-oh. Chris Isaacs blowing the bus stop. Couldn't get it woed down. Goes off track. Loses a couple spots. Now has Jeremy Clapper coming up on him. That was very tight. Man, oh man. Action everywhere. This Curtis Ecker may have gone off. Keep an eye on what happens to him here. Don't know why he thinks that's a crash, but here we are. Ryan Thomas sets fastest lap of the race. Now has a 4-second lead over Adam Buzzio. Buzzio back into second. John Curtis has slipped down to third. Cliff Mullins up to fourth. Stephen Borbell now fifth. Joe Selby sixth. Nigel Christensen seventh. Jeremy Scher 8th, Alex Coffey 9th, and Mike Edwards 10th. Coffey going to be keen to try and get back. Jimmy Kubanik has hit pit road. 77 car lost his nose. 77 coming down pit road. If you could see my timing screen right now, it's just so many incidents coming in. Someone's driving slowly, someone's off track, someone's passing somebody, someone's crashed. This is chaotic. Ryan Thomas, 4-second lead over Adam Buzzio. Then you have John Curtis, Cliff Mullins, Borbell your top 5. Joe Selby trying to rebound, back up to the 6th spot. See the 77 Kubanik coming off pit road. See where he blends in with this group. So he's just going to let him go. Probably a smart decision. Look at that gap Thomas has. My goodness. He's going to wish there was not a yellow at lap 15. Is that Selby making a move on Borbell for the 5th spot? So after that lap 1 mistake, Selby already back up to 5th. Okay, there's rumble strips rumbling. Wide exit for the carousel. Perfectly legal. Buzzio keeps it a little more tidy than our leader does. This is the battle for second between Buzzio and Curtis. Adam enjoying a 1.3 second lead there. About the same distance back to Cliff Mullins. And here comes Joe Selby trying to rebound here as quickly and get as many positions as he can before this yellow comes out. Now with the drivers knowing the yellow is coming, they are allowed to stop before the caution comes out. So we'll see what kind of strategy gets deployed with our stage break. Alex Coffey, fastest car in practice. Currently in the 7th spot with damage all over the car. The front, back, and the right side all got beat up. Coffey playing a little pinball in the first 2 laps. Probably a good thing we have driver chat muted. It could be a little spicy. Noise. Nigel Christensen riding in the 8th spot right now. Here's the heroes of the day. A couple of green cars for 420. 14th and 15th. Chris Isaacs sitting in 11th. Jeremy Clapham neural heavy nose damage to this car. Currently in the 12th spot. Ethan Evers 13th. Darash and Elston battle for 14th. See if Elston's able to stay alongside and outbrake Darash down into 1. See the brake with rotors lighting up for those cars. Elston does get by. It looks like Darash is going to let Kubanik through as well. Kubanik off the lead lap, only car 1 lap down. Sal Canizzo out of the race already. Blake Roebuck started from the pits, rides in 16th spot. Marcus Miller in 17th. Curtis Eckert, seen him have his troubles on the start of this race, currently 18th. Mike Thomas rides in 19th, 1 minute behind our leader. And just as I say, 20th on the lead lap, our leader goes by Jonathan Ledger. Ledger now off the lead lap. So now Ledger and Kubanik will be battling for the lucky dog, and Ledger in position for it at the moment with his Dodge Charger Ford Mustang. You got called in, oof. Alright, Sal. Sorry you can't race with us. Real life be a pain sometime. So Ryan Thomas, race leader, closing in on the 1 of Mike Thomas. Put the 19th place machine a lap down. Now Thomas is going to want to try and stay as close as he can. Next car to go a lap down would be Curtis Ecker. Ecker has about 20 seconds on our race leader. We'll see if he's able to run that down in the next 7 laps. And Thomas lead now right at 5 seconds over Adam Buzzio in 2nd. John Curtis rides behind in 3rd. Cliff Mullins has lost a bit of ground to these guys, but still in the 4th spot. Joe Selby closing in on him. Selby now under 0.6 of a second behind Cliff. Selby has that right side damage, but it doesn't seem to be slowing him down too badly. Ryan is quick, go CNC. Ryan is quick. I didn't know he was a road racer. I think with Alex Coffey and fastest in practice, I thought he'd be up front contending for this thing. So you got Mullins, Selby, and Borbell. 4th, 5th, and 6th, all grouped up there together. Coffey lurking in the not too distant background. Here they come around the corner. Cliff, Selby, Borbell, and Coffey. This is our tightest group so far. So we'll just hang out here. Watch them battle for a bit. See the brake rotors lighting up as Mullins misses turn 1 a little bit. It's going to give Joe Selby a decent run on him. Coming up through the S's and onto the backstretch. Seeing a report that Miller is in the pits, number 10. down on the 20th spot. Now that he's a lap down, could be electing for that short pit strategy. Yep, it's longer than tires and fuel. He must have some damage. This has now become a 4-car scrum for the 4th place as Alex Coffey's caught the back of this group. Coming through the bus stop, heading down to turn number 10. Coming complete lap number 9, kickoff lap number 10. Coffey's starting to get a bead on the back of Borbell here. John Curtis, meanwhile, closing in on Adam Buzzio for second. We'll keep an eye on that gap. If it gets any closer, we'll switch over. Coffey lost a little ground through turn 1 there. Down into 2, 3, and 4 through the S's. Oh, Joe Selby smacks into the outside wall, loses the front bumper and hood in the 49 Miller Genuine Draft car. Second mistake we've seen out of Selby this race after starting second. That one looks like it hurt a little bit. Joe Selby just losing it coming out of the bus stop. Back end started to come around a bit too much. Unable to correct and into the outside tire barrier. That car is not handling. Look how wicked that is. Let's see if he opts for the pit stop here. Does not. Continues on. So Joe Selby will try to ride it out till, I suppose, lap 15 when the yellow comes out. Check in where our leader is compared to Ecker. Uh-oh, there he is. Ryan Thomas closed in on Ecker. That would put a 17th place car 1 lap down. Right now, Mike Thomas in the lucky dog spot, rooting for Curtis Ecker to stay in front of our leader. Leader has nearly 7 seconds over Buzzio at this point. These two are not teammates. If Kubanik can get around Mike Thomas, though, the lucky dog would be his teammates, and maybe some strategy team-wise to try and stay behind Ecker a little bit. As long as you don't give up too much lead. Doesn't look like that's going to be the play, though, as Thomas gets around the 19 of Ecker. Now Ecker needs Blake Roebuck to stay ahead of the leader. Let's check where Blake is, going through the bus stop. It's a pretty healthy gap for about 3.5 laps, so should be okay. Joe Selby dropping down the running order as he comes down pit road. Went by the first time, his second time came on down. Missed his pit box, has to back up a little bit. Still not in that pit box. Having a real rough time. There's the fast repair. Car is fully repaired. Tires going on. Probably going to drop Joe Selby off the lead lap though. Sounds like someone just crashed. Clapper and Darash get together. Darash goes around. Says Mike Thomas may have had a piece of the incident, but I don't see anything going on with the one. That was weird between Darash and Clapper there. That was down in turn number 1. Joe Selby trapped a lap down. Would not have expected that out of Selby. I guess he's technically not just yet. He is the next car to go a lap down, though. There is the leader in the background, so he has about 2 laps to try and stay ahead of our leader. Through the left-hander of 10, and the right-hander of 11, back to the start-finish line. See who decides to pit and who doesn't. You know the yellow's coming. Some drivers will pit before it. Some drivers will stay out, take the stage points. Second place, Adam Buzzio, the black and orange number 5 Camaro. He's got some right side front damage. John Curtis still stalking him in that 3rd spot. Alex Coffey's gotten up to the 4th place. Gotten by Cliff Mullins. Mullins rides 5th. Warbell 6th. Mike Edwards 7th. 12 seconds behind that battle. Jeremy Shearer in 8th. Chris Isaacs rides in 9th. Nigel Christensen with no front end riding in 10th. Thomas showing up in our system saying he may have crashed. Looks like he's just taking it casual through the bus stop. Back to Nigel Christensen. No front end on that car. Coming up through the bus stop. He is in the 10th spot. Ethan Evers is 11th in the Elite Performance Industries Toyota. Scott Elston rides 12th. Traxxas Toyota. Looking to get by Evers down into the bus stop. Solid move by Scott Elston. Gets up to the 11th spot. Blake Roebuck rides 13th. Car bouncing over the curbs coming through the bus stop. Joe Selby 14th and still ahead of the leader, but only just. Needs to get back to the line before the 40 of Ryan Thomas to stay on the lead lap. There is Thomas in the black and yellow Bojangles car. Here we go across the line. Thomas wins the stage. It'll be a while before the next car populates that. And Adam Buzzio across the line gets 2nd. John Curtis 3rd. Coffee rebounds back to 4th. Cliff Mullins 5th. Stephen Borbell 6th. We'll look for Mike Edwards coming out of turn number 11 there. And across the line for Edwards 7th. He'll pick up 4 points. Jimmy Shearer will get 3 for 8th. We got to the trigger again so we can see them all get across the line. Chris Isaacs pick up 2 points in 9th. Nigel Christensen going to pick up that final point. 10th car across the start-finish line now. Should get our yellow any second now. All the top 10 have crossed the line. There it is. Caution's out. Stage brake caution. Otherwise, we only have locals. Ryan Thomas was almost to the start-finish line. That's crazy. So I didn't see too many people choosing to pit here. Rather curious. Basically, it would have been a free pit stop because you wouldn't lose your lap. You'd be ahead of everyone that stays out. No one opting for that strategy. Jeremy Clapper will be the free pass car. He is in the 15th spot, first car a lap down. Quickly run through our top 10. Ryan Thomas, Adam Buzzio, John Curtis, Alex Coffey, Cliff Mullins. Looks like Borbell's had a situation. Interesting. Mike Edwards back there with Borbell. He is in the 7th spot. Jeremy Scherer 8th. Chris Isaacs coming up through the S's in 9th. Nigel Christensen in 10th. Elston, Evers, Roebuck, Selby, and Clapper. And this guy's got a ways to go to catch up. Already in turn number 10. Pit road probably open this time, by. Here comes the 40 onto pit road. Leader, Ryan Thomas, CNC Esports Toyota. Brings all the lead lap machines to pit road. See all the way back to Scherer in the 8th spot hitting pit road. Then there's still quite a time gap back to Isaacs, so he's going to head down pit road as well. Get a good look at the 40 and then the back of the pit boxes. Let's see if everyone makes their pit box safely. Alex Coffey had to back up a bit, the 7. Issues behind him as well. Who's at the 00? John Curtis. 2 of the CNC Esports machines not getting into their box properly. Thomas rolls on out. Adam Buzzio. Cliff Mullins will be 4th. Alex Coffey drops to 5th with that pit stop miscue. Mike Edwards out 6th. Borbell 7th. Scherer 8th. Curtis all the way back to 9th with his issue on pit road. Christensen takes his fast repair. He'll be rolling out in 10th. Scott Elston 11th. Ethan Evers 12th. Chris Isaac still sitting on pit road. Maybe taking some damage repair back here. Mike Thomas in the 1 heads out. He's off the lead lap. Blake Roebuck heading out. Blake is 13th. Isaacs was the last car on the lead lap when the yellow came out, and then Jeremy Clapper Newell, the lucky dog. He's heading down pit road now. Joe Selby stayed on the lead lap and now is scored as our race leader. His strategy will be a little different because he did pit in that first window after smacking the nose in the front end. So great job by him to stay on the lead lap after that mistake. We will have to see if he is able to maintain track position. He's going to have a little bit older tire. He'll just have to ride it out until he can get to his planned pit stop in the second half of this race. See if we can get a chat with our stage winner. First we'll keep an eye and see if the lights go on the pace car, and they do. So we'll know to get to the backstretch to quit yapping. Ryan's DG, you got a copy? Hello?
Hello?
Hey, it's DG in the booth, you got a copy? You got the first stage out of the way, got the victory there, picking up 10 points. Car feeling good, and tell me about your prospects of picking up the second half win as well.
Yeah, the car's feeling good right now. It feels like stuff around the corner. It's better than practice, and hopefully I can get by Selby here pretty quick and keep growing on my lead.
Yeah, I mean, Selby's going to be on older tire now, so you should be alright, but we'll see. Never know till it happens. So good luck to you, and catch you at the end of the race probably.
Thank you.
Ryan Thomas in the 40 winning stage 1. Have a quick chat with him there. Is there another scheduled pitch stop? I mean, they're going to... It's not going to be a yellow. There's probably going to be a green flag stop. Would be my guess. Hello?
Hello?
Y'all can't make it to the end, right?
I'm gonna fucking
No.
try.
Stand for. That's all I need to know. Good luck. Dropped in on the Fort Worth Screen Esports, guys. Mike says we can't make it. Ethan says he's going to try. So I guess it's close. We'll see. We shall see. We're getting set for our only restart. Pace car is off. 40 of Ryan Thomas, the Bojangles black and yellow machine, gets us restarted. Jumps back onto the gas. Selby, actually our leader, Selby, dives down to the inside line. We got some contact in the background. 40 of Thomas is around. All kinds of calamity. What has happened to Ryan Thomas after winning stage 1? Looks like Cliff Mullins involved as is Borbell. Go back, take a look, see what happens here. Oh, looks like Coffee gets into Buzzio. Buzzio gets into Ryan Thomas. So the CNC Esports number 7 takes out the CNC Esports number 40. Man, oh man. Brutal for Ryan Thomas. Now he has a long way to go to catch back up. We're just hearing all kinds of crashing. The 10. 2 more CNC Esports cars around. The 10 is around. The 37 goes around in front of Thomas again. A demolition derby is broken out at Watkins Glen. What on earth? This one happens ahead of the 10. The 10 gets out of shape on his own. Spins out right there by the 20. There was so much banging and beating in front of him. Let's see what else happens. We saw the 00 was around. 00 gets shifted out into the wall. The 15, Jeremy Scherer, hits the wall. What didn't happen here? This is crazy. Let's see, the 15 right there in front of him. What happens to him? He just loses it, does what Selby did early in the race. 00 smacks it. Christensen's around in the 20. 15 comes down in front of Scott Elson, Ethan Evers, just right in front of him. My goodness. So many things happen right there. Well, Joe Selby, your race leader in the 49 car. That was pure chaos. Joe Selby, your race leader, with 25 laps to go. Wrecked twice in that first stage. Now he's ahead of Alex Coffey in the number 7. Adam Buzzio in the 5. Rides in the 3rd spot. Mike Edwards in the 4th. Ethan Evers in the top 5, getting passed by a car with no front end. Blake Roebuck gets by. Blake Roebuck up to the 5th spot. Ethan Evers now 6th. Then Jeremy Clapper Newell in the 7th spot. Scott Elston is 8th. Ryan Thomas all the way back to 9th. Although he was down to 13th, so he's already making up ground. Currently 21 seconds behind our leader. He'd have to make up a second a lap. So we'll keep an eye and see if he's able to do that. Scott Elston, Ryan Thomas, Stephen Borbell, Nigel Christensen in 11th, Jeremy Scherer. No front end, back end, trunk, spoiler, anything. He's in 12th spot. John Curtis, no front end or hood. He's in the 13th spot. At least he has a back end. Curtis Ecker rides in 14th. Cliff Mullins currently 15th. Jimmy Kubanik 16th, 1 lap down. Marcus Miller 2 laps down, 17th. And out of shape, gets into Nigel Christensen in the bus stop, and around goes the 10 and 20. The 20 going to get hit twice by the 23. The 15's involved again. Calamity once more in the bus stop. Just an absolute demo derby. Pure insanity. But Alex Coffey is now your race leader as Joe Selby hits pit road. Leader Joe Selby brings the 49 down pit road. Believe he can make it from here. He wanted to go ahead and get his pit stop out of the way. So Joe Selby, first car to bring it to pit road out of our lead group. Alex Coffey takes over the race lead, has 4 seconds over Adam Buzzio. Buzzio ahead of Mike Edwards in third, Blake Roebuck now fourth, and Ethan Evers in the top 5. With the pit cycle starting, and Joe Selby, let's see where he comes out. See if he gets some clear racetrack to drive in. He's going to be ahead of Jonathan Ledger. Looks like he has pretty clear racetrack for a while. Selby is 4 seconds behind John Curtis. Mike Edwards, Adam Buzzio, and your leader, Alex Coffey. Coffey currently the best running CNC Esports car in the lead. But man, oh man, the rest of his teammates have had a rough second half of this race. Yeah, he pit road early. He has no idea what's going on back in the back. Either he's hanging out in chat because he's the one that said he hit pit road early. I don't know if he would want to the way that bus stop's been looking. Got a Fort Worth Esports fan in chat, also one of their drivers in the other series. William Asherbanner, sometimes in the series, just having the night off, relaxing. Enjoying a good race. Roebuck in the 4th spot, Evers in 5th. Warbell currently in 6th. Here comes Scott Elston up to the 7th spot. Clapper Newell in 8th. Ryan Thomas on the comeback tour in the 9th spot. Nigel Christensen just involved in that spin in the bus stop with John Curtis. He is 10th. Jeremy Scher 11th. Here's John Curtis, no front end, no hood, riding in the 12th spot. Joe Selby. Why is it saying Coffee may have crashed? And why is this the angle it's showing us? This is a terrible angle. Crazy guy racing. You don't know anything. There's the gap first to second. Nearly the entire backstretch. Alex Coffey getting up to 6 seconds ahead. Joe Selby catching John Curtis, teammate to the leader. We'll see if he's getting out of the way or going to hold up Joe Selby as he comes back through the field. Selby able to navigate, heading down into turn 1. Curtis lets him go. See some smoke down there in turn 1. Don't see any cars around though. There's Kristen DeRoche. See if we can see what happens to 23. Locks up big time. Just brushes the outside wall. No major event there. Race leader Alex Coffey making his way through turn number 1. Won't be long before he's getting into lap traffic. Curtis Ecker currently 1 minute behind the leader. Leader laps at 1 minute and 14. So not too much longer. Yeah, you're right about that, Marcus. Big time. Big time. Especially at second half start, my goodness. Chaotic. Joe Selby is currently 45 seconds. 45 seconds for Joe Selby. Remember, he's the first one to have his pit stop completed. Here comes the 00 John Curtis to make his stop. I believe bet Scott Elston also on pit road, the 85. A couple more lead lap cars coming to pit road. We're lead lap cars as the 7 of Alex Coffey puts them a lap down. Coffey's lead 4.6 over Adam Buzzio. Buzzio makes his way up through 2, 3, and 4, the S's. One of the most photographic parts of the track. Mike Edwards sitting in third spot. Put in 50 plus laps, good gracious. That's more than we're running here today. Blake Roebuck, no front end, riding in fourth spot. Gotta love it. Who's that going through the grass? It's John Curtis, 000. Just got a new front end and hood on that machine and went to do a little lawn cutting. Looks like we have Curtis Ecker on pit road. See if he elects to take his fast repair here. Assuming he has one. He has one but did not take it. Alright. Curtis Ecker to pit road. Highest car that has pitted that we know, Joe Selby. Gonna go to the end. It's gotten up to the 9th spot. It's closing in on Clapper Newell for 8th. Coffey continues to lead, now by 7 seconds. 2 lap cars between him and Buzzio in second. Currently 12 cars left in the lead lap. Next one to go down is Cliff Mullins in the 37. Saw him in that turn 1 accident right on the restart. Been a struggle for Cliff. .40 of Ryan Thomas on pit road now. Trying to rebound from the chaos that ensued at the restart. He's down and away. Will be temporarily a lap down until the rest of the field makes their pit stop. See the one of Mike Thomas getting up out of the way. See Ethan Evers riding in the 6th spot. Stephen Borbell, top 5 at the moment. So Evers must have had a situation. Not see anything on our scoring chart. Must have been minor. He was in the 5th spot. A huge back end damage on that 8. A little bit of front end. .40 of Thomas getting way off track there. So Joe Selby up to the 7th spot. That's where we're keeping our focus on. Between him and the leaders, he's currently 47 seconds behind Alex Coffey. So Coffey turning in really strong laps. Selby has a little bit fresher tires than Coffey, but that gap's maintaining right around that 47 range. It was down to 45, so it's actually picked up a little bit. The Get Money CNC Esports Toyota Alex Coffey. Out front in number 7, Adam Buzzio, Idealise Camaro in the 2nd spot. Mike Edwards, Fort Worth Screen Esports Ford, rides in the 3rd spot. So Ford, Chevy, Toyota all represented in the top 3. What you call a parity. Then this car with no front end rides in the 4th spot, Blake Roebuck. App State, normally a Chevrolet. Stephen Warbell, Dallas Stars Ford. currently in the top 5. Ethan Evers, 6th spot. Fort Worth Screen Esports Elite Performance Industries Toyota. Joe Selby up to the 7th spot. Now 44 seconds behind, so he's taking a little bit of a chunk out. Mike Edwards, 15 to go, brings the 14 to pit road. So first really top runner since Joe Selby to come down pit road. Looks like he takes a splash and go, no tires on the 14. 6 seconds of fuel and back to the track he goes. Very surprising to not take tires there. Think he'll make up those 10 seconds, or really not 8 seconds. He'd probably make up those 8 seconds over the 16 laps on the fresher tires. So curious strategy there. Jeremy Scher brings his Chevrolet down pit road. What's left of it anyway. See Scott Elston still sitting there on pit road. Rough race for Scott. This is going to be a good finish. Not anymore. Turning rate's just not natural for these guys. Yep. The pitting turning into the rate's also weird. Now we got a brand new Chevrolet for the number 8. See the 20 of Nigel Christensen sitting on pit road as well. He's now showing 4 laps down. Not sure what's going on with the 20 car. Maybe he just had enough. Scott is done, he says. He's had enough. Selby currently 7th. Still the highest car already completed their pit stop. Actually, no, Mike Edwards would be, wouldn't he? Mike Edwards with the fuel only. Ethan Evers, seems he's come down pit road with the same strategy. Fuel only on the 8. He is ahead of Joe Selby. Joe Selby is gaining ground on Ethan Evers. Let's check our pit laps here. Edwards has made his stop. Evers is not showing as made a stop, although he's showing as having his last stop at 4 seconds, so that's really confusing. Oh yeah, this track can be brutal, and it can really snowball. So here's Joe Selby catching up to Ethan Evers. Selby gets a low exit coming out of turn 11. Going to look down to the inside, heading down to turn number 1. See Kubanik in the background, 77, getting a little out of shape. As the pass is made, Joe Selby to the 6th spot. Selby now has 12 seconds to catch up to Mike Edwards. 13 laps to go. Selby going to need a second a lap. Blake Roebuck, Stephen Borbell, Buzzio, and Coffey still have not pit. Let's see how long that can hold out, but the top 4 have not pit in the final stage. Alex Coffey behind Cliff Mullins. Mullins riding in the 8th spot. Trying to stay on the lead lap. Don't believe it's going to matter a whole lot. Mullins goes ahead and gives way to the 7 of Coffey, leader. Now 7 cars remain on the lead lap. And what could have been for Ryan Thomas? Currently riding a lap down. Coffey stays out another lap. See if Adam Buzzio makes his way to pit road. Does not. Borbell. Right along, see if he comes to pit road. Nigel Christensen, by the way, back out on track, 18th spot, 4 laps down. Thanks, needed that, guys. Get a little swig here. Indeed. Double hydration, thank you. Borbell not down pit road. Roebuck not down pit road. When will they come? 10 laps? 11 laps? We're pretty sure they can't go to the end. Ethan Everett's stop was 4.9 seconds. Cliff Mullins had a 5-second stop. Edwards took a 6-second stop. So they're taking mostly splash and goes here. Selby the only one to take tires up to the 6th spot. He's now only 4 seconds behind Mike Edwards. There is Edwards. You can see the gap, the length of that back straightaway before you get to the bus stop. Alex Coffey, our race leader, on pit road. Finally get our answer to that question. Comes down pit road with 10 to go. Now it's just Borbell and Roebuck and the leader Adam Buzzio. When do they come? Roebuck's coming now in the 30. That leaves 2 cars that have not come to pit road yet. Alex Coffey took fuel only, 4.9 seconds, the pit stop for Alex Coffey. Coffey in and out, setting blazing lap times. Coffey has 6 seconds in hand over Stephen Borbell. And Borbell hasn't made his final pit stop yet. So the gap Coffey to Edwards, pretty substantial. I think Buzzio may be coming down here. And here comes our race leader, Adam Buzzio, to pit road. And in short order, you'll see the number 7 come out of turn 11, head down the straightaway, and retake the race lead. There he comes. So Coffey back out front in the 7. Borbell stays out another lap. He will hold on to 2nd. Buzzio is still sitting on pit road. Is he taking tires? I don't know if he took 2 tires or long fuel stop or what, but he took 11 seconds in his box there. Mike Edwards gets on by. There's Joe Selby in 5th. He has to make up 1.5 seconds on Buzzio. Coffey now 8.6, 8.7 seconds ahead of Borbell. Borbell still needing to pit to get fuel to the end. A lot of cars now back on the lead lap. Cliff Mullins, Blake Roebuck, Ryan Thomas, John Curtis, all back on the lead lap. Our leaders cycling through pit stops. Borbell stays out again. When does Borbell come down? Mike Edwards with the fuel stop. Buzzio. Not sure what he did. He had his 11-second pit stop. It was very weird. Don't know if he just took too much fuel or what happened there. Joe Selby riding in a 5th spot. Yeah, maybe he took like a full tank of fuel. Nigel Christensen struggling in the 20 car. Back end coming around on him down there in turn 1. Been a rough race for that 20. There's no back end on it. Nigel 4 laps down. Okay, sooner or later Borbell has to pit, right? Just has to. Here it is, Borbell to pit road. Keep an eye, see if he gets fuel only, or probably have to at this point. Not enough laps to use the good of the tires. Mike Edwards moves up to second. And Buzzio takes over third. Joe Selby up to fourth. Borbell gets to his box. Another pretty lengthy stop, 8.5 seconds for him. Most others taking 4.9 or 5. Let's see where he stacks out with the 40. That'll be a race for the 5th spot. So Ryan Thomas, Stephen Borbell. Look at that. Come out of the pits and boom, closest battle on the track. Other than this one. Cliff Mullins, Ethan Evers. 7th and 8th. Cliff gonna go send it up the inside of Evers. Makes it work. Cliff Mullins moves up a spot. Borbell has Ryan Thomas all over the back of him, but he also has Jimmy Kubanek to get around. And Thomas going to look inside on turn 11. Keeps it very low, neat and tidy for the 40. Now it's a drag race down to turn 1. Look to be door to door, which should give advantage to the 40 of Ryan Thomas. Thomas up to the 5th spot. Borbell drops down to 6th. Alex Coffey, 21-second lead over Mike Edwards in second. Adam Buzzio rides in third. Joe Selby fourth. Selby struggling a little bit now. 5 laps remain. He is 5 seconds behind Adam Buzzio. Has 13 seconds in hand over Ryan Thomas. Thomas and Nigel Christensen getting very close together there. A couple of teammates. Stephen Borbell trapped behind 2 lap cars. Jeremy Clapper Newell and Nigel Christensen directly ahead. We're going to go 3 wide in turn 1. Let's not go 3 wide in turn 1. Cooler heads prevail and we don't go 3 wide in turn 1. Ethan Evers finally comes to pit road. He was the one that said he was trying to make it the whole way. He must have realized. And not the strategy. Drives through Scott Elston. We'll pretend that didn't happen. See if we can find Christian Darash. Like he had another problem down in turn number 1 while we were watching pit road there. That's what we heard. Man, oh man. Christian Darash. Yeah, Coffee can make it from here. Coffee's already made his final pit stop. Show you pit stop laps here. 36 for Coffee, 31 for Edwards, 37 for Buzzio, Selby of 23. I think if Edwards had taken tires, he would have been a little bit more better off, but I still don't think he would have caught Coffee. He just wouldn't be 23 seconds behind. Coffee, Edwards, Buzzio, Selby, Ryan Thomas. Top 5. Let's take a trip through the field while we got 4 laps remaining here. There's Mike Edwards in second. These two cars have been together the whole day. Seems pretty freaking fitting. Very green for the 420 day. Earth Day. Adam Buzzio rides in third. He's trying to get to Mike Edwards for that second spot. He is within a second. So Edwards needs to stick on it a little bit. I'll actually sit here and watch this battle unfold. Joe Selby is in fourth, Ryan Thomas fifth, Stephen Borbell sixth, Cliff Mullins seventh, John Curtis eighth, Blake Roebuck ninth, Ethan Evers 10th, Jeremy Scherer 11th, Jeremy Clapper Newell 12th, Curtis Ecker 13th, Jimmy Kabanek 14th, Christian Darash 15th, Mike Thomas 16th, Nigel Christensen up to 17th, Chris Isaacs is 18th, Jonathan Ledger 19th, Scott Elston 20th, Marcus Miller 21st, Sal Canizzo 22nd. 25 registered, 22 started the race. And Alex Coffey on cruise control. Battle for second. The black and green Ford Mustang of Mike Edwards, 14 car. Black and orange Chevy of Adam Buzzio. Buzzio stuck behind 15 of Scherer as Scherer has to navigate around the one of Mike Thomas. It's going to cost Buzzio a little bit of time. And nothing Scherer could do with Mike Thomas there on his outside. Now Scherer able to get out of Buzzio's way. The battle for the lead is long settled, so we're watching the battle for second. Wow, Riff. Just wow. Just wow. John Curtis have an issue coming up through the S's? Don't see anything. Weird. Here comes Alex Coffey. That's not Alex Coffey. Here comes Alex Coffey. I get those Toyotas backwards. Alex Coffey in the 7 CNC Esports Toyota. Navigates around Nigel Christensen one more time. Coming to the white flag. Alex Coffey one more time around Watkins Glen. WilHouse Industries 110 at the Glen, presented by ButtKicker. Nigel Christensen out of control once again in the background. Say thank you to our partners at Sim Racing Studios, Ideal Lease, Cerny Motors. Thank you guys for everything you do to help us put on this series. Of course, ButtKicker. ButtKicker donates an awesome prize to our champion at the end of the season. Very much appreciate them. Alex Coffey making their way out of turn number 9 down to turn 10. 2 corners left. And only a 25-second lead. This is nail biting. Very nice. Alex Coffey getting the win, coming out of turn number 11, crossed the line. Your race winner, the number 7, Alex Coffey. Going to celebrate in turn 1, going around. Locks it down. Going to burn it down right there in turn 1. Not even going to take a lap around. The prize is a ButtKicker. Mike Edwards. Half a minute later, going to get second place. Joe Selby picking up third as Buzzio seems to have crashed. Selby picks up the third spot. Here comes Ryan Thomas across the line for fourth. This is Homestead. Yeah, Bill getting a 29-second win. That's been beat. 30 seconds here. Borbell picks up a top 5. John Curtis, Cliff Mullins battling it out for the 6th spot. Curtis going to get 6th. Mullins 7th. Blake Roebuck finishes in 8th. Adam Buzzio does not finish the race. Don't even know where he is. Looks like Buzzio came out of the pits and says the heck with it. He must have run out of fuel. See if you can find him coming, towing pit road. What happened? Oh, he crashed big time. Gets it on the rumple strips and it is over. And he gets wedged and then he has to tow. Man, that's brutal. Brutal way to end that one. Where's Alex Coffey? Out there playing with the 48 Ryan Thomas. Having a good time with the teammates. Top 3 to the waiting room would be Joe Selby, Mike Edwards, and Alex Coffey. Let's go ahead and bring in Joe Selby, finishing in the 3rd spot tonight. Decent rebound for what you went through. Tell me about your race.
The most undeserved podium I've seen in a long time, I will tell you that. So, I mean, you saw the 2 early incidents, which led me to audible and, flip the stage, which I'm really shocked nobody else tried to, short pit the stage and go that strategy. Especially, well, a lot of things shocked me about tonight, that being one of them.
Yeah, you heard me say the same thing. Like, I can't believe no one went for the short pit knowing the caution was coming.
I wasn't sure, and I didn't know the rules if it was going to be closed with 2 to go or not, and so I wasn't sure if I was going to do it or not. But then once I wrecked, it just made perfect sense to go ahead and do it. And fortunately, got right in front of the leader there, and was able see him lead lap, and then come all the way around to lead for the second stage.
Yeah, it worked out pretty well for you, and if it weren't for, a little bit better situation, you may have had something for the leader up there. You had speed the whole day, but obviously tough to rebound after all those situations and only one yellow. It's just tough to come back from, but great drive. Very impressive getting up there to the 3rd spot. You have any friends or family sponsor shout outs you have to give out?
Just Joe's teammates, and thanks to you, I guess, pinch hitting for Clint tonight on doing the race. The other thing you missed, though, on that second stage, and I tried to allude to it in the chat there, that short pit was not intentional. I spun off the last corner into pit road, so that was not the plan.
That's impressive. Well,
And fortunately, it was 1 lap past the window opening. I have 1 lap of fuel when we finished there, so just worked out perfect. Again, the most undeserved podium I'll ever see, but I'll take it.
sometimes better be lucky than good, right?
Exactly.
All right, Joe, congrats on your podium finish, and we'll catch you in the next one, bud.
Thank you. Have a good night.
Night. All right. I guess Mike Edwards time. Are we ready for that? I don't know if we're ready for that. See if we can get him up on screen, y'all. None of these are Mikey. There he is. Let's ride. Hey, no problem. Bring out Michael. Michael, DG, you got a copy?
Hey.
Well, that was an interesting race. How the heck did you bring home a podium?
Yeah, that's a surprise for a road course, ain't it?
Very. Well, you had your nice Happy 420 machine, and you got it up there into the 2nd spot. Tell me about your race.
Yeah, I tried to keep the paint PG-13 for the sake of Buzzio sanity. Just kept it clean and consistent all race. I've done this track so many times that I've learned that you don't got to make mistakes. And if you don't do that, you're bound for a decent finish, no matter how slow you are.
Yeah,
I think what's that?
I said sometimes going slower is faster here.
Yeah, it paid off. Everybody kept wrecking in front of me, and I kept just going. Last 10 laps were stressful because I had both Buzzio and Selby catching me, but P2, it's been one hell of a week.
Yeah, Buzzio lost it behind you, got stuck in the guardrail and had to tow, so rough for him, but lucky for you. Didn't have to worry about him anywhere.
He got up to like 8 tenths on me, so he was really close, and I was scared there at the end.
Yeah, I mean, he was very close to you through 10 and 11 before he spun out.
Yeah, I think I've had 5 DNFs out of 6 races so far, 7 races now. So I'm okay with the 2nd place in this Cup Series. This car is very difficult to drive.
Very in. Well, you got it done tonight. You got any friends, family, sponsors you got to give out?
to everybody at Fort Worth Screen Esports. Great strategy at all, as always. Great team effort all week. All of us top fives, top tens, every single day so far. We're on that hot streak, so hopefully some more of us will get some more wins soon.
You didn't mention that win Monday.
Yeah, we got the win Monday, I guess. And then yesterday was third, and I'm in second now. So I guess we'll see what tomorrow goes, and hopefully I'm on that hot streak I usually get. But there's really no telling. There's a lot of very competitive people here.
I heard the only way to stay on the hot streaks to do the super late race and then the truck race.
You are funny.
All right, bud. Congrats on your P3 finish, and thanks for all you do for the league. And we'll see you next race.
Thanks, bud.
That was Mike Edwards in the 14, bringing home P2. Now the man of the hour, number 7, Alex Coffey. Alex, DG, you got a copy?
Yes, sir.
Well, that was certainly an interesting race, but then you made it very uninteresting at the end. Tell me how the race unfolded for you, bud.
You pretty much summed it up with that one. The first stage was pretty wild. The first lap was pretty wild. I took a helicopter ride off into turn 7.
Gosh.
And somehow got it back going enough to salvage a decent stage finish, and then had to take my fast pair there, and so I was just trying to hold on to that thing after that.
Yeah, and it looks like you did it better than everyone else. The craziness on that restart after the stage break, tell me how you got through that.
Which one? I heard there was one like 2 laps after the restart, and then the one in turn 1.
Yeah, the main one in turn 1, it took out like half the
Oh,
field.
okay. Yeah. So I got in there. Had the brakes to the floor, and I guess I got in a Buzzio a little bit, and then I didn't really get to see what happened after that. I kind of moved to the outside to give them room if they needed to correct it or whatever. But yeah, I heard it was a lot of mayhem going on. I'll have to go back and watch the broadcast and see it all.
Yeah, it'll be an interesting team meeting because your contact with Buzzio sent him into Ryan.
Oh man.
Yeah. All right. Well, good luck with that. You got any friends, family, sponsors you would give shout out to?
Yeah. Shout out for my mom for watching. Shout out my brother. Actually, he's a F1 fan, and the past year or so, he's got me more into road course racing. So I probably wouldn't be here.
Nice.
On a road course win without him getting me more into that. And shout out my team, CNC Esports. It was mayhem, but just had to stick it out this time. Hopefully, we can get some more before the regular season's over.
10-4, that is your winner, Alex Coffey, getting it done in the WilHouse Industries 110 at the Glen. Congrats on the victory, and we'll catch you next week.
Yes, sir. I appreciate it.
All right. That is your interviews for tonight. Let's go ahead and give you a full field rundown. Jump back here live. And here we go. ButtKicker Cup Series. WilHouse Industries 110 at the Glen, won by Alex Coffey in the 7. Mike Edwards second, Joe Selby, Ryan Thomas, Stephen Borbell, your top 5. John Curtis, Cliff Mullins, Blake Roebuck, Jeremy Scher, Ethan Evers pick up top 10s here tonight. Adam Buzzio, Jeremy Clapper Newell, Curtis Ecker, Jimmy Kubanek, Christian Darash, Mike Thomas, Nigel Christensen, Chris Isaacs, Jonathan Ledger, and Scott Elston the top 20. Final page, Marcus Miller and Sal Canizzo. Bottom 3 did not actually make the start. We're in the lobby, but did not give it a go tonight. Blake Giglio, JRDO, Zach Margison. That is our finishing order for tonight. We have to say this has been iRacing.com. You can go to that website, pick up a subscription, and pick up these cars and this track and come race with us. Go over to dgsracing.com, click on the big red snake. That'll get you over to our Discord where you can come join us. Monday night we run ARCA Series, Tuesday Xfinity, Wednesday as you saw these Cup cars tonight. We have Thursday doubleheader with the super late models and the trucks. Friday we run our hosted races, fun events, give away a little iRacing credits. Saturday is for the Legends series, and then Sunday we run a street stock series on both dirt and asphalt. So come on out whenever you got time. We're racing every night. Check us out. Appreciate you guys being here tonight, and hope you have a great night. Thank you so much for being here, and we'll catch you in the next race.